All right, here with George Pickens. You guys dropped 44 points. What does it mean to have CeeDee Lamb back in this offense?
Definitely dynamic. With him, you know, he kind of sparked off early, and that definitely got the crowd and the team going, let alone me just doing my part. So like I said earlier in the week, definitely more electric.
Your parts seem to be making like huge long catches down the sideline. When you have an offense that can deliver big plays like that, Javonte with a big long run to set up a touchdown, I mean, what's stopping you guys?
Really just ourselves. Honestly, ourselves is the only thing I feel like that can stop us. Self-inflicted wounds, penalties, holdings and stuff like that. But besides that, nothing's really in our way for us to be stopped.
On the other side, your defense has, had some issues this year, but a better performance today. What's it mean when they can stand up like that on that side of the ball?
I feel like it's great. When you add the defense with the offense that we have, it can be tremendous. And then offensively, we just want to be electric. Defensively, we still getting a few guys back. Diggs, Bland, we just got back. He caught a pick six today. We just got him back. So a lot of more guys that we trying to get back to make the defense as prolific as it can be.
Awesome. Thanks very much.
Appreciate you, bro.
Well, that was an exciting room in there, and they should be excited. Obviously, every Cowboy fan should be excited how that defense played. And they really did some impressive things out there. Credit goes to head coach, who spent a lot of time on that side of the ball this week, along with Flus, and making adjustment. Certainly gives us a lot of hope as we look to the future as to how this defense can play as we evolve. It looks like we came out pretty clean on injury. And of course, I cannot say enough about Dak Prescott and his play throughout the game. It really was the confidence throughout the game that he demonstrated that make you think we were there all the time. So, big win.
Jared, what can you say about the offense with a healthy CeeDee Lamb? What is the ceiling for this offense?
Well, it gives Turp a lot of openness, doesn't it, when those two guys are out there? I'm kidding. But obviously, the fact that George has been able to really establish himself in Lamb's absence, both with confidence himself, his teammates, coaches. Now that gives what he can bring to the table with Lamb, with what we're doing in our running game. I thought, I don't want to take anything away from Washington and how they can disrupt, but I thought that was one of our best offensive outings out here in several years.
With Pickens and Lamb, have you had a better wide receiver duo at any time?
Well, we've had, I don't want to take anything away. I saw Dez going down through there. Don't want to take anything away from those guys. Don't have to, all of them. But I will tell you, Lamb's ability to really make the difference on an offense. Now Pickens is got that ability as well. That along with our running game, really, I feel as good about that offense as I have in a long time around here, and I say that to all our fans. What I am excited about is that we did make and have made adjustments. We'll continue to make adjustments. We do have personnel coming that will be coming, and being a part of that defensive personnel, we got a chance to evolve into the kind of team that our fans deserve.
Jerry, you said you would go into a foxhole with Matty Eberflus earlier this week. What did you see from him this week as he adjusted, and why did you want to go into a foxhole?
Well, I will tell you that first of all, he before this, he's the kind of guy you want to be in. He exudes confidence. He exudes confidence to the players. And I was proud of the way he, as well as Brian, worked together to come up with that game plan. Obviously, we have a lot of respect for Washington and what they're capable of doing. And so I think you saw maybe a little bit of an example of how to get your nose bloodied one week. That was a disappointing loss last week, and come out here and learn from it. And I think our bunch did.
Did you see your team?
Okay, we got it. The owner's happy.
Very happy.
Yeah, very happy. Dak Prescott has a history of dominating Washington. In his starts, the Cowboys average over 33 points against the Commanders. It's the third most points per game against a single opponent by a starting quarterback in the Super Bowl era. Only Tom Brady against the Colts and Steve Young against the Falcons were better. So Dak Prescott found success in this game, especially in the first half, in the air. 20-plus yard passes. He went 3 for 3 in the first half. He was only one TD pass such in the last 6 games. Well, how did he find that success?
Well, no, look, Dak Prescott has had success from the start of this season when you look at this offense. This was a top 5 offense in the National Football League. They could score 30-plus points. Problem is, their defense gave up as many points. This is why they hadn't won all their games. Jerry made a point of that when he got in the room. His first conversation was, did you see our defense play? Yeah, they held them to 22 points. If this offense can continue this pace of throwing the ball and running the ball and scoring like that, and that defense can keep them 22, 24 points, they're going to win a lot of football games. They can score 30. You roll the ball out there, they got 30 points already.
Mm-hmm.
With everybody healthy, can they keep up that pace? We know they had CD back today.
Oh, well, then they get him back, right? So he has so many guys he can get the ball to that can make the big play. A 10-yard curl, break a tackle, run off with it. So this is an offense now that on all phases of it, running the ball, throwing the ball, you're concerned defensively.
I thought we had a great week in Baltimore. Did a nice job. We flew over here Friday night, what equates to like a red eye, and then had a little walk through Saturday, went to sleep, pieced it together, and went out and played good Sunday. So, listen, first, second quarter of the game, we were sitting there going, man, that was glad we, did what we did. We were just going out there to try to execute and win a game, and we were able to do it, which was awesome. But really just going back to the week of work, I thought our guys did a great job. Our coaches and players did a great job of just having, a bunch of, enjoyment and execution out there in practice, and it showed up on Sunday.
Actually, you had that hot man early on today. Early on those loop routes, those passes out wide to Higby and Colby, how much that gets you going to build up a rhythm? Because you seem to be on all the time.
Yeah, it was great. We moved the pocket early, was able to get out on the edge and find some guys. I thought all of our tight ends played really well today. Receivers, backs, everybody kind of had their hand in it, which was nice. But, yeah, we spread the ball around a bunch today. A bunch of guys that caught it and made some plays. So just excited for where our offense is going. Obviously, there's a little bit of lull there in the third quarter, some plays that we'd like to clean up, or just maybe a couple, plays on third down, keep us on the field. But our defense did a hell of a job, got us the ball back, and we were able to capitalize.
Matthew, you have 5 touchdowns today, the most ever in another game. I don't know if we're going to deny you now, so that's
Do I get a sword or something?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll sort it out afterwards. But I was just wondering, did you know that you've broken that record, and just how good did it feel for the offense to kick away?
I didn't, I was in the game, so it's a cool thing. We'll see how long it lasts, but I guess it's a cool thing to have happen. Obviously, this is my 3rd time playing over here. It's a blast. Sometimes travel is tough, but once you get out here, the fans are great, people are great, love the game, and I was glad that we just came away with the win. Makes the flight home a hell of a lot better. Yeah, it's part of the game. In the NFL, we deal with injuries week in and week out. Obviously, not having Pook out there was a big one. Tutu was kind of limited, after the first drive of the game or second drive of the game, it felt like. So, we had some guys step up and make some plays. Obviously, Devontae's as good a receiver as been in this league for a long time. So, really happy for his day. He did a nice job, obviously getting open, making some great plays in the red zone, putting the ball in the end zone for us. So, we're lucky to have him and just happy that we got it done. Yeah, they're an aggressive team. I think their defensive coordinator does a nice job, bringing different blitz packages. It was kind of one of those games, like a little bit of tough game to kind of throw and catch with the ball and just the way the field was going. So they were playing sticky in coverage a lot and bringing some pressures. So, hats off to them. They're aggressive style defense. They got a really good front, bunch of first-round picks all over that front. I thought for the most part our guys did a really nice job of just battling. That's what NFL football is all about. It's not gonna be perfect every single time. We need plays you want back, things we can clean up. But man, they battled and when we needed it most, we were able to come up with some touchdowns.
All right, you heard him. Now you see him. Herm Edwards here in studio with us. Quite the afternoon here. Actually, the morning for us, for Matthew Stafford and company. No Puka Nacua, no problem. A quick note here on Matt Stafford. You were excited about him today.
Well, he's just a professional football player. He's a pro. And it didn't really matter. And everybody was worried about, hey, They don't have their weapons with them. He just finds a way to win. And today, I mean, look, 5 touchdown passes?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, that's a lot of touchdown passes in the game.
Yeah.
How would you guys manage to be efficient while also being like really aggressive offensively? Like, you guys don't play 10 offensively.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, I think that comes, you know, from Shane. I mean, Shane obviously, and the way he calls it, the way he sees the game, trying to take advantage of opportunities we see on you know, when we have the ball, and then when it's not there, you know, trying to, you know, I got to do a good job checking it down and making sure we're getting something, and it's still a positive play for us. So I think try to do that as much as we can. I think go back and look at the film, probably a decision I make, but I love, you know, you love it. You love the opportunity to end the game with the ball in your hands, and you know, the coach trusting us to make a play. And I thought Alec made an incredible catch and on that play to really seal the game.
On that second drive where Shane kind of just kept going for it, what does that do for the offense to get a chance to just stay out there?
Yeah, I think kind of the same idea. You know, I think, you know, the coach trusting you to convert and keep a drive alive, and in those situations, I think means a lot to us. And you know, we gotta take that and make sure we execute.
It's not 2 straight weeks of.
To the flip side, we go with Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers playing catch-up today. This is new on SportsCenter. Let's hear from the Chargers coach.
Jim, just what did you see from your defense today?
From our whole team, just courage to fight. Our guys never quit. That's mainly the big thing I take away, and we're gonna need all that fight. We're gonna need all that courage. Short week, need to win our best in any phase, and regroup, refit, get ready for Thursday night.
What needs to improve defensively for you guys?
Well, it was, a second quarter that really was, you know, where they took a lead, and improvements need to be made. Not really in all phases, but that's where we go from here. Back at it.
How do you fix your offensive line problems?
I thought our guys competed. I thought they were fighting. That's the thing I take away from this, and we'll take that, and we'll take all that energy, all that fight, and put it into Thursday night.
What gives you like confidence that you guys can turn this around? The way you guys have been playing, you guys lost 3 of the last 4. You're now second in the Broncos won. You guys are now second in the AFC West after beating the other teams in the division. Like, what gives you
I believe in our guys.
What about their play? Makes you think this can be changed? Are there things you see today or things they're doing that you think can spark a turnaround?
Yeah, I thought it was really just a little bit better in each phase. That's what I told our guys at halftime, and I mean, they're giving it everything they got. That's all I can ask as a coach.
How did you feel like Justin?
The Colts have just simply been a machine this season, once again piling on the points. It's the 3rd most points through 7 games in team history, with only the Johnny Unitas-led Baltimore Colts scoring more. That's right, not even Peyton Manning ever had this Colts team off to this hot a start. But Daniel Jones is there with him. Let's get into the Daniel Jones of it all, Coach. Today, 23 for 34, 288 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. How good is Daniel Jones right now? Well,
he's playing at a high level. You think about the Colts, well, they're 6-1. And every time, you know, when they were winning games, okay. Now all of a sudden, this is who they are. I mean, they're 6-1. They're a really good football team. They play a Charger team with Herbert that is very good as well. And really, it was a game where they got the lead and kept the lead. And just they're playing complementary football. Their defense is playing well. They got a good runner. And Daniel Jones has resurrected his career. That's a lot to do with him, but also coaching. And I think he's in the right place at the right time, and he's loving it right now.
Yeah, with Indiana Jones, they are digging in the right place. All right, we got to ask this question then. 6-1, they just beat the Chargers. Are the Colts the real deal?
Oh, yeah. And I think, you know, when they were sitting there with 4 wins, you said, well, we'll see. They're going to play the Chargers. Now they're going to play a couple good teams. They just keep winning. And now they're a confident football team. There comes a point to where all of a sudden you have this air about yourself as a team, and you feel like, we can play anybody.
It meant everything just to be able to
our
come
team
out here and be back
well.
in
We can run the
my
ball.
natural habitat, my natural environment around my brothers like that, man. There's nothing but great energy. We having fun out here.
You told your teammates everybody's gonna eat. Everybody ate today. How are you guys doing it?
Just by playing for each other. Every day we're in practice. We working hard for each other so that we can come out here and it's just be natural to us. It's just fun all around.
For your defense, it's the first shutout they've had since the 2015 season. What were you seeing from that group?
It's energy. I'm telling you, it's energy all around the room. Everybody's feeding off of each other. I come back, Chris Jones coming to me telling me why he got a sack. We all just feeding off of each other, having fun. Our energy is taking everybody else's energy away.
Rashid, thanks for the time. Congratulations.
Thank you.
He did a great job. I was a little cautious with him on how many plays and all that, but I thought he came out and functioned at a high level for being gone for all this time. I mean, it's crazy that he can come back and do what he did. So, and do it at the level that he did it at.
Guys are just ready to go out there, and when they get their opportunity, they're going to make the plays. And you saw that throughout the entire game. Everybody made plays, and it might be one guy's game one game, and then it might be another guy's game the next game. But as long as we're getting better all together, we can go out there and have a lot of success.
I mean, this was Casey's first shutout win since 2011. Week 7, also against the Raiders. They won 28-0. But this 31-0, I mean, what kind of statement is this KC offense making now, Coach?
Well, think about it this way. When the season started, KC was, they won some games, and you know who their leading rusher was the first couple of weeks? The quarterback. They couldn't run the ball very well. They didn't throw it very well. It was like, and Patrick Mahomes, every time they won a game, he said, well, we got some guys hurt, and when they get back, we're going to be a little bit different. The Chiefs are back, and they're playing well on both sides of the ball, and they've made a statement again now all of a sudden. They have this they got on a roll now. Now they're winning, and they got a healthy football team, and it's going to be very difficult to beat these guys.
Allow them to reintroduce themselves, the Kansas City Chiefs. Can I go back to the Broncos for just a second? So 33 points in the fourth quarter against a Giants team who had been doing very, very well under Jackson Dart. Most points after being scoreless through the first 3 quarters in NFL history. Now, I made the joke about the ad in the paper, wife Super Bowl tickets. Maybe his son Brian will be thinking about that later. But what is the ceiling for this Broncos team? I mean, that's an incredible comeback.
Well, it's incredible. And when you do this, how they won today, this just gives them more confidence. I mean, it's just unbelievable how they won this game. It's like at the end, you're thinking, I walked over here and thought they had just lost.
Yeah.
And then you told me they won. I said, how did they just win this game? and so, got to give the Giants a lot of credit. They got out to a lead. They played pretty well. But the Denver Broncos just kept chipping away. They never gave up. And that's a tribute to their head coach, Coach Payton, and the players.